Seattle. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Seattle. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short. The 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here we go. Here we go. Gravity Lions. 70, trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 70, 90, 60 Maverick, 60, ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
This offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Allen. Incomplete, right side to Cook. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Allen going to audible to a different look. Second and 6. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And now they'll shift things around.
First down, Bills.
Allen now looks to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Allen again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jobe. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Across midfield. He's on his way. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Straight ahead, Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 4.
Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready up.
A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Going quickly out to the right side. Touchdown! A.J. Barner taking it in. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. On the RPO, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Alert! Alert! 56, 56. Middle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to get them out to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Ready! Cadillac, ready!
Walker now on 1st and 10. 101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Second down and 4.
Cougar 19, go!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Something.
A few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go, set, 19 tight, dragon 6.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cowboy 80. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback, if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Third down and 10.
Hot.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Looking on the outright, he finds Shakir. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be
Yes, he said it.
right around the 20. The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this one is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
18 runs, Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 60 Bobcats, 79 Bronx.
They'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Here's Allen to throw it. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now Allen going to change it up.
5 wide.
Looking to throw. Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Allen going to throw.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
56.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen.
He'll try to do it himself. Shakir holds it in.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Buffalo.
Here's Allen. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In motion, the tight end. A final shot before half for Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Allen to throw. A final shot before break. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Allen. Knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To the air, Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Allen going to change this at the line.
Alert!
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Alert! Middle.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
At the 23-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Past the 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 156 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Walker fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
19, let's go now.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Seahawks. From a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. Let's see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jobe. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he's given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Round 80. Alert, alert, alert.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Allen going to change the look here.
Allen from the gun on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth.
What if the safety of the fuck?
Touchdown. Khalil Shakir with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Escapes the defender. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
176 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here.
They'll fake the handoff. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This nigga, man, come on.
Sideline, no receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. How about that? Their quarterback. 62 yards. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. Allen going to audible to a different look. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. Allen.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Allen now looks to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Has his man, it's Shakir. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Oh, they're changing this at the line. One final try here for Allen. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And the Bills first down.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
The right side.
Oh, look at that shit, bro.
3 yards is the game that time. 2nd and goal.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route run.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth.
Bills 40.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more. An onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll
Take
be
it back, bro.
second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead. You're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Show him on, show him on, show him on, show him on.
First down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. This 2nd and 4.
60 boxes, 60 boxes. Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Viking, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon, 60. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Just really good to get the block, huh?
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready, set.
Again, Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got a hold of the 3 to keep this a one-score game. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 79 drop.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. They have to love seeing that for their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey,
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me holding out on faith. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go. Even when it's ugly.